Hello and welcome back to the road to KSP2. It's your guy, the sick boy, and today we're starting off with soil sap for MINMUS. Yeah, basically this rocket. Well, I mean it's flying on a CDSM. What is it? 5? Yeah, 5. And yeah, it's going off to MINMUS, and I am very stuffed up. So there will be some slight breaks in audio, but it's gonna be fine because whatever. Uh, anyway, we're getting off to this bad boy. It is on its way to MINMUS, and it's basically just a sat that looks at the soil of MINMUS. I don't exactly understand why. It's just to fill a contract. I mean, I don't think I've done the thing for it, but whatever. And I know you guys like these. It's the landings. Yes, we're going to land the first stage of this rocket like we do every single time. Here it is. It's coming in real fast. Look at it go. And there it is, doing its good old hover slam, aka suicide burn, right there into the water, and it falls over. All right, here we are with the end of the, the top half or whatever. I also just realized that we forgot to land the upper stage, so maybe that'll be in the next episode. Who knows? It's just in space above Kerbin. Alright, here we are in the map menu. We're basically plotting out our point to fling us out to MINMUS. Actually, no, we already flung ourselves out to MINMUS. We're actually just slowing down around MINMUS, and there we go. Now we're in orbit of MINMUS, and we have to change our overall angle, or what is it, the inclination around MINMUS, because we're coming in at a really high inclination, but what we need to do is about equatorial. So we're burning at the descending node, I believe, and we're now basically going to circularize around MINMUS, not circularize, but lower our periaps so that it intersects the other periaps, and then we're going to get into the exact orbit that we need to once we drop down our apoaps, which is what we just did right now, but it is too high for the soil experiment to actually even work. So once we got the contract done, I actually lowered the periaps even further so that we could actually get the contract done. And then, of course, I lowered it even further because, I mean, why not? It would be pretty cool if I had a satellite that, just went slightly above the surface. You'll see that this is my own undoing in just a moment because I didn't realize that I was... Yeah, like, see, I just upped the height on one end after and then, look, boom, I hit it. Yeah. Anyway, so we're about 3 minutes in, and I forgot to ask you guys to like, share, comment, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel, it helps me out, and it actually even helps you out in a small roundabout way if you like the video or dislike it. So, yeah, just do that. Also, we're here, Mars Base Alpha. It's a base companion for the ODYSSEUS lander. Yeah. This goes off quite interestingly, as you probably will see if you've skipped ahead. Yeah, anyway, we're going to be landing this on the surface of Duna. I think I said Mars for some reason. Yeah, anyway, it's landing on the surface of Duna using roughly the same methodology that we do in real life when it comes to our rovers and our landers on Mars in real life. I almost used the wrong word again. Yeah, so here we are. We're coming in for a quick landing as we slowly come in through the atmosphere. I kind of realized here that we're having a little bit of trouble in the atmosphere, and yeah, that could be a problem. So I start moving the craft about, which should pretty much lower our overall apoaps. But I believe we do have to make a second turn. Oh no, yeah, no. I just decided to slow down the mission by using the thruster pack, which should eventually bring down our speed down low enough so that we actually encounter the surface. Yeah, so we do kind of float up a little bit, and we do end up coming back down, which is alright, because, I mean, we can travel slow enough, and there's enough delta V for everything to be fine, because we are using a parachute after all. But for some reason, the parachute and the top popped straight off, which was unbelievably shocking to me. I don't know how it happened, but it just popped right off. I think the Kraken attacked or something like that. I have absolutely no clue what happened there. But anyway, here we come to the Phobos lander. It's a small Ike probe that'll land on the surface of Ike and basically just run a whole bunch of experiments for us. It should be, you know, a pretty quick mission. It has more than enough fuel to hop around on Ike, but we're only doing one landing today. I'm planning on doing another hop in a coming episode, but it's here to run some surface experiments on Ike itself. So it has quite a bit of extra delta V. I probably should have planned for that. I mean, look at all of the little fuel canisters that I locked onto the side of the rocket itself. It was a little bit overkill. That's entirely my own doing. But I regularly go a little overkill when it comes to the fuel sizes. I've also been thinking about starting an RP1 save, which I think would be pretty cool. Yeah, vote the poll above if you want me to do it. I thought it would be pretty fun to do. And anyway, here we are disconnecting from the main ship, the Jarvis Star, and we're landing in the Odysseus lander, which is a reusable lander that is nuclear powered, and it's specifically designed for the surface of Duna. Yes. Here it is. It's about to go through the atmosphere a little bit. I had to reset some of the parachutes so that they work properly. So it kind of uses the same thing before, and I would not be lying when I tell you I was scared that this would follow the same problems as the previous mission with the base. So I was a little bit worried when we were coming in. So I made sure that the parachutes were deployed extra early. I slowed down with the lander itself. I deployed the parachutes. For some reason, one of them wouldn't deploy, and then there we go. It's all deployed. I sped down to the surface where I had the landing legs just deployed quite early, and here we are. We're landing on the surface, and it didn't even use all that much fuel. So I spread out the solar panels, and I got some of our kerbals out for running experiments and, you know, just having a good old fun time on the surface of Duna. And yeah, here they are, just standing about on the surface of Duna. They're planting the flag, and yeah, it's basically the first Duna landing, which is quite great. Well, no, it's not the first Duna landing. It's the first Duna landing in, like, this decade, though. Jeez. We've been going for a while. I mean, we still have that probe that's going all the way to Valentine. Like, at the beginning of this episode, I'm pretty sure it hadn't even left. Like, it hadn't even got further out than Duna in the sphere of influence. But, you know, now it definitely has. So yeah, we're just running all the experiments that we need to do. Our plan is to bring all these experiments back up to the surface, load them into the lander can, and then come back down again. But that is the end of this episode, and I will see you guys next time. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and have a good weekend. Peace.